Yeah, I should clarify that. For 2023, they're putting the digital temperature back on the knob. By 2021, I had it, but the 2022s did not get it. So you got to think, why did they do that? Well, because of the chip supplies. Yeah, so one of my subscribers just responded to my morning messages about the George Floyd ordeal, and he said your daughter should have answered that question over the George Floyd versus the police officer, who was at fault. And he said she should have answered, it depends which media you watch. Yeah, which is about the truth. You know, one media kind of portrays it this way, another media portrays it that way. I believe in what I said was the best answer of all. Two individuals with challenges in their lives met on the same day, and that's just how it plays out. I mean, who hasn't been around long enough to witness people are just mean to other people, and eventually it just plays out? So for me, I'm not going to take sides for either one of them. I'm going to take the side that both of them had challenges in this world, and how they treated others, and they both met each other on the right day or wrong day. I mean, come on. But yeah, it's the truth. Whatever the media machine is you're listening to, they'll convince you to believe that that's the way it's, that's the answer. So, if you're on the left, you're going to say the police guy was the problem. If you're on the right, you're going to have mixed feelings about the police officer and the George Floyd. But if you're on the left, you're definitely going to say it was the police's fault. I mean, that's kind of what I got out of all that. And for me, I'm not making light of what happened. This is not me as an individual, saying that either one of them, had what's coming to them is justified. I'm just saying we're all on a physical plane in this world, and how you treat others eventually comes full circle. And how long can you push it in somebody's face before eventually you meet the person that won't let you push it in your face or their face? And yeah, how does it play out? Yeah, it's usually not very good. Oh, the adventures of riding around the Beltway. Now I got the Ford F-150 wannabe lifted Braptor guy. Yeah, he was kind of like the right-hand lane. It's incredible how these vehicles have such an impact on people. Because this guy here, he was in the right-hand lane, and then as I came up, he darted out in front of me, but he's not staying with the pace of speed that I was at. So it's like he's got to show that. Anybody drives around on roads, they know. It's like people get intimidated by what you drive. The beauty. This Braptor though, this Bronco Raptor, it is just so comfortable. It is just so, such a cool vehicle. This is for sure. Got rid of this. I would be an idiot. I can honestly say that, because this is a vehicle that, who would ever imagine you could have a 37-inch factory lifted, vehicle that rides and performs like this thing. I mean, there's no way. I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and we were trying to do this on our own by lifting our own trucks, and they just rode like a brick on, wheels, or they weren't a confident vehicle. They were underpowered and do so many things to drive a vehicle that was modified. And so for the factory capability of, this type of performance, it's just incredible of what's been accomplished. So yeah, for me, there's no doubt this is the GOAT. I know that you have the Jeep 392 people and everybody, but for the record, yeah, the Jeep's a good vehicle. I'm not here to be critical, but there's no way the Jeep is as versatile as this vehicle is, meaning over the road. If you're going to live in the backwoods, yeah, I get all that, but that isn't what I do. I live on the roads. So this vehicle here is much more enjoyable than the Jeep. It's much more confident. It's got a better suspension, better setup, plenty of power. It doesn't have the V8 motor, but who cares? Sincerely, You're going to be racing people at 100 miles an hour in your Jeep. I mean, yeah, when you go through that, nasty corner and have to lock it down, you're on your two wheels, good luck. And, so I mean, these vehicles, just like the Raptor R. I mean, what's the Raptor R all about? I mean, besides wanting to be the baddest ass Raptor to date with a V8 motor setup. I get all that, but the V6 is more than enough. I mean, it gets down the road more than enough at speeds. I got a reckless driving ticket in Virginia in that Raptor. Yeah. With a V6 twin turbo. Even the state police officer was blown away that when I walked away from him, even he couldn't believe it. Yeah, that's a whole other. I've told that story before, but oh my gosh, what a joke. It was all about me passing the slow person in the left-hand lane that wouldn't move over. Yeah, and I'm the one that's the problem. Not the guy that's in the front left-hand lane, that guy going the speed limit. I'm the guy trying to get around him that has to speed up to get around him. And so then it's an illegal pass. There's so many things that play out when you have a police officer behind you. Yeah, if they critique everything you do, you're done. Like on these people cut in and out of traffic, cut people off, fly up the road. The list goes on and on and on. I mean, and if a police officer's following you, watching your driving habits, but the irony is all these state police officers, they drive around these cruisers and everything else, and they're just as bad. I mean, they're really bad. So yeah, here, so this is that guy that, nope, I ain't getting out of your way. So look at him. Look, he's gonna try to maneuver himself. Yep, bye-bye. Does he come back up on me? Does he come? Yeah, see, now he's quieted down. And now he's hanging out in the far lane because it's like, dude, just let me go by you, but whatever. Yeah, it's the never-ending fight for a spot in front of you, fight for a spot behind you. That's just how it is. And then you get the guy like this guy here who's, he's not staying at the speed and the pace of everybody else. And he's like, I don't care. And it's early in the day, so here's what's so crazy is it's, what time is it? It's 11:50. It's 11:50, and I'm getting around the Beltway, but half the time is road construction. And once it hits 2 o'clock, oh, forget it. Once it's 2 o'clock, it's over in this Beltway. It's literally just even worse and locked down. Like yesterday, 40 minutes up there in the Baltimore Beltway. I should have got off in that side road, but whatever. The side roads are good, but sometimes you get yourself in trouble going side roads. Every now and then, take a side road, and that damn thing's all locked down because everybody's doing the same thing you're doing. All right, now we're going back into Virginia, Maryland, Virginia, everywhere. I used to do a lot of business down in D.C., and I totally pulled out of that area. It's just bad. D.C., you don't hear it in the news. You just don't know what's going on in D.C., but guaranteed shootings, killings last night, hijackings, car theft, the list goes on and on. So here's this guy here. I'm going to try to move over. Thank goodness. Thank you, sir. Just like, you're in the wrong lane, dude. You're in a big box truck and you're in the wrong lane. Motorcyclist, brr. No, thank you. Today, 45 degrees, brr. But I've done it. I have ridden around these beltways on 30-degree days on my motorcycles. I'm not lying to you. I even 5 years ago, I did all that stuff. I used to, because I got so bored riding behind the wheel of a car. Literally, I started riding motorcycles around the Beltway and working off of motorcycles because I was so sick of sitting behind the wheel of a damn car every day of my life. Yeah. Even my dad. Think about this. My dad, who he'd have been 80 years old 10 years ago, but when he was like 83, 84, 85, he literally rode around with me in the back of my motorcycle. Here's the construction, which I told you. So, here it goes. Here's the lockdown. But it probably won't be too bad. It's only one lane, not like 2 lanes. But yeah, good luck. Yep, doesn't end. But yeah, so I was riding around motorcycles just because I was so sick of a car. And I rode all year round. Yeah. The other day I was talking about how this Beltway has these fast lanes. and how you have to pay a lot of money to drive them when you have really heavy traffic. So I'll show you up here. This is crazy. When I first moved here in 1980, none of these buildings were around. I mean, nothing. Goose egg, zero. This area just has exploded with the miniature city. Capital One built this huge, mega. This is all Capital One. All these buildings right here. Look at that. Just mega. They did right during the pandemic too. So yeah, so this is these, they call them the hot lanes. You know, this right here, you see all these white little sticks on the road. So that there is, if you want to drive in that lane there in busy times of day, that can be 20, 30, 40 bucks for you to get around the Beltway up here to, you know, get off the heavy road traffic here. I mean, just crazy. This is crazy. I can remember in 1982, when I used to go to high school and started my career, I would drive up to the gym, Tyson's Olympia Gym, and then I had to drive back to Route 66 to get back home. And it's no different. I mean, this is no different. 40 years later of road construction, re-engineering the road. And this isn't even prime time traffic. This is because they're working on the constant change of the roads around here. Who can't tell these stories? That it's 40 years of traffic congestion in the exact same area from 40 years ago. It's just beyond believable. This whole Route 66, 495 area, it's just, oh my gosh, it's a headache. And this isn't even rush hour. This is just regular hours of the day driving down the road because they're redoing the ramps. Now in 66 up here, they definitely have made improvements and, you know, on the road to get around on it. But at the same time, so now there's this lane break right open up here, which it should. I don't know why this right lane's still locked down. Well, because they're doing more road traffic. Yep, the roads. If you ever had any family that owned a paving company that was in with the right people to get all the contracts, oh my gosh, it's never ending, you know, wealth of money. So this is all brand new. Even for me, I haven't driven these roads up here lately since I've been out of town. Even for me, this is all brand new. So these people are going to pay basically $6 to drive where I'm driving right now. So if I don't get stuck in any traffic, then these people just spend $6 for what? And that's just separate from the Beltway. So if I would have taken the Beltway to this exit, that was back there like $4. So you're at $10 already. Not including other, you know, tolls that you would be using to get on the Beltway from the airport. So you can easily spend $20 up here riding around the Beltway, easily. Yep, wow, all the change. This road has so been re-engineered. Most people would come up this area and be like, where am I? This is Route 66. That's been the 40-year project of trying to make this road more travelable, and they definitely are accomplishing it. So we'll give them credit for that, which that is nice, because this Route 66 has been a challenge. I mean, I'm not lying, for 40 years, 40 plus years. And it's a major road into DC, which so many people live rural from west of DC use this road to travel. Oh, the yabba dabba. Yeah, so anyways, boy, I tell you what, I say it 1,000 times, this Bronco Raptor is just so damn comfortable. It's just incredible. I mean, it really is. It's just, wow. It's just awesome. Yeah, so I was talking about how, and you have to go to work and pay child babysitting time, child daycare, oh my gosh. I mean, let's just say you had 2 kids. We'll use that example. That's a little more extreme. But if you had 2 kids and you take them to daycare, my guess is you're going to be in this area at $800 a week. I would imagine it's at least close to $100 a day. So if you're an individual that's driving to work, drove to DC, and if you factor between the toll road fees, the gasoline, the parking downtown fees, if you're not bring your own lunch, I mean, conservative number. You could be talking $50 a day. Conservative. So between the 2 kids and your habits of going to work, I would say very conservative, $250 a day. So you're going to need, that's over $1,000. I mean, that's $1,250 a week in expenses to have 2 kids, to have somebody watch them. If you're not making $150,000 a year, I don't know how it would make any sense to even do that. I mean, it would not. You're better off staying at home because you're just going to work to pay to drop the kids off. Wow. Here we up here, National Battlefield Park. I like watching the history of the Civil War. That's good stuff. I mean, it's incredible what we did to each other so many years ago. It's just incredible to watch the stories of the battles. Oh, there we go. The race cars. That guy there, that guy's a 100-mile-an-hour guy right there. Ooh. Race time. Look at all the traffic. Never ending, is it? Oh my goodness gracious. Boy, I tell you what. Low fuel mileage today. Wow, isn't that something? Guess my driving habits aren't very good, are they? Is the truck sending me a message? It's like, hey man, your driving habits have a huge impact on your fuel economy, right? Alrighty, just filled up at Sam's Club for premium gas. For $3.53 a gallon, some premium through this thing, even though they say it doesn't need it. But I the guy that's like, oh, I got to give the motor some fresh, nice premium fuel. Yeah, you know what? And plus, the gas prices have come down so much. You know, I know a lot of people are like, yeah, but it used to be $2 a gallon. Yeah, when the oil industry went broke and then nobody was using a car to drive around. Yeah, right. In the pandemic, when everybody's sitting at home, right, you got $2 gas. Reality is a $3 to $4 gas really is the economic times. And that's another argument, another day, right? You don't want to hear that conversation again, do you? The message, what's the message, right? So anyways, just put some premium in. Does my fuel 7 get any better? I don't know. In seriousness, I'm kind of surprised this thing's down that low. I mean, I really thought this would be a 16, 17 mile. I mean, I really wasn't focused on it. I mean, in all sincereness, but I just figured this thing would have to be 16, 17 mile gallon vehicle. But I really didn't even focus on it. I didn't focus on the Raptor at all. I am the guy that people can laugh at. I thought the Raptor was a whole different platform. I truly thought the Ford Bronco Raptor was a whole bigger platform. I thought I was riding off the F-150 Raptor's platform. I did not want this vehicle. I'm not lying. Why the hell did I buy it? Right. Yeah. Just like the Ford Mustang GT500 Heritage. I never had my eye on that. Never. I didn't want to buy the thing. Yeah, do I own it? Yeah. Oh my goodness, the adventures, right? And look how that camera catches that sunlight. And look how it changes. You know, it's pretty impressive. I was watching one of my videos last night on my new 4K TV capability. And I was really amazed that this phone is doing a really good job. What is it with the Apple iPhone that I can never get good quality video? I have so many people comment on my videos that you're driving around this high expensive car, but you can't even you get 480 DPI video. They're like, oh my God, what a disgrace. You don't have enough money to buy a decent camera. So this Samsung S22 Galaxy, this damn thing to me has done a heck of a job. Even though I sometimes wonder if I should get the iPhone i14, the 14 iPhone, whatever it is, to see if that video quality uploads properly, and then I could do more of my iMovie editing. This is where all the reviews behind me, and they're like, no. So they cut out from behind me just to cut back in front of everybody up here. I mean, it's just beyond believable how people drive their cars, right? Yeah, it's not even rush hour. Oh, just about wiped it out there. There's that person in a hurry. Hurry. That's how we all are. Let's see how the Braptor does, right? To show everybody what the real deal is, right? Yeah, anyways, so, should I get and then I'm able to do more editing. I don't like the Samsung Droid platform for the editing. I just don't like it. So I don't edit. I don't add content. Before, my old videos, if you look at my older videos where the poor video quality was dominant, I did a lot more editing and a little more creativity and showing pictures of my other vehicles, and then adding little excerpts and content, because it was easier with the iMovie to do that. And look at this here. So this is solid traffic, and the people's attitudes are right now. So I'm in the left-hand lane, and it's the fight. Right now, it's the fight for the left spot to the right spot. So the lady in the Toyota Highlander, she's on a mission. Her mission is to get in front of everybody else. There she goes. Right lane driving. Any cops? Nope. The violence, right? Yes, you can get violent riding around in cars. Oh, I just left Sam's. Something I forgot to mention. I'm really liking Sam's more and more. I used to go to Costco, but here's the problem. Sam's is not close to my home. So only on my travels on the Virginia side can I kind of make this work. But for me to drive to Sam's, it's so much out of my way to do that. But I go by there a lot of my days of travel, so I'm going there more than Costco. And like, to the example, Sam's differences are better packaging. They don't stuff everything to the hilt. We have to pay a bloody fortune to buy things. Like, I just bought 4 good-sized hamburgers for $12. There's no way you're going to go to McDonald's. You're going to go to Costco, and you're going to buy a pack of meat for $12. And yeah, I know, but we have more than 4 kids. Okay, well, then go to Costco. If you only got 2 or 3 of you, it's such a waste of material. It gets thrown away. Yes, it's ridiculous. So anyways, the Sam's, they give you back instant credits for all the money you spend. So today, I had a $52.25 bill of my groceries I just bought. I didn't buy a lot. It's just, $52.25 today. What does that buy you? Yeah, not a lot. But I got what I need. And since I have Sam's credits from going there regularly and buying stuff, I didn't have to buy it today. But now with Costco, you got to wait a whole freaking year to get your freaking check. Yeah, so Costco holds your refund, and then you get this nice check at the next year. Yeah, which you usually use half of it to renew your membership. Yeah, you know those stories? Yeah, so I think Sam's Club's just got the better ball game, because they're not forcing you to buy all this stuff. It's just like I went to Costco the other day. Oh my gosh, $30 for salmon, $35 for salmon. You couldn't get $28 to $30 for salmon. Which I don't want all that salmon. I don't need that big a cut of salmon. But no, they force you to buy it. And then the meat is like $30, $35. Yeah, the steak. Who's eating steak anymore? I mean, sincerely, you really feel good about eating a $20 steak? Even $12, $15? No, but that's the goal of the Green Agenda. I mean, here's the reality. The Green Agenda's goal is to make the red meat stuff so expensive, and borderline the poultry stuff as well, that you change your eating habits. Has anybody figured this stuff out yet? Has anybody figured out why McDonald's portions are smaller, Chick-fil-A's portions are smaller, but you're paying the same amount? You're paying more, actually. Yeah. They're trying to control your eating habits. Yeah. What's the message, right? What's the underlying message? That's been the theme of the day, right? Are you messaged out? Have you been texting all day with messages? Well, kid made fitness now. That's right. She's got a horseback ride. Wow. It's cold up here. I mean, it's chilly. Now, see, for me, I already get back in. The whole road that I use to get back in, it's already all locked down. So I have to get creative. I have to get creative on how I get back in. I mean, it's just incredible. It's not even 3 o'clock. It's not even 3 o'clock. And already the rush hour has begun up in this, Virginia, Maryland, D.C. area. It's just incredible. Yeah. Quit your crying. Quit crying, man. Just do it. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, the traffic, the joy and love of traffic, right? All right. Get the Dire Straits off the background music, and yeah, what a day. Just thought I'd share my Braptor driving time. It's on of the Bronco Braptor. So that's all. So I just enjoy time with others that maybe can listen to my voice and take a chill pill, or listen to my voice. I have to take an anxiety pill. Right? Anyways, what are we doing now? Tomorrow's a project. Tomorrow's a day where I got to use the kid to do a concrete job. I think I'm going to use the race truck to haul the concrete. So that'll probably be tomorrow's project. And is it the big surprise day of another adventure? I don't know. It's all reality. Tomorrow shall be an interesting day. So stay tuned. And what are we talking about tomorrow? I mean, are the conversations kind of getting mundane? Are they getting out of control? I mean, the morning conversations, sincerely, to talk about something every morning? Yeah, for me, that's not a problem, is it? The guy that talks all the time? Right, I know, I get it. But I enjoy it, so that's all. I just like to talk and share ideas and views. And I'm glad how the select few interact with me to make me feel like I'm actually not talking just to a phone. Who would ever thought of that? Do you ever think to yourself, when you're back a kid sitting in high school? Because back in high school, I think you kind of started to think a little bit more about, what am I going to do with myself when I get out of school one day? I can't wait to get out of this cell. But once I do, what am I going to be doing? And I say that to a guy like at Starbucks. Don't take it wrong, barista people. But I said, did you ever think when you were sitting in school, that you'd be serving coffee? And so for me, my generation, the 70s, and the earlier 80s, we just didn't know about these barista coffee, positions. And for me, I never would have had a clue back in the day. I meet people years ago, like 20 years ago or 10 years ago, I used to look at a guy at Starbucks and go, hey, when you were a kid sitting in school, did you ever stop and think to yourself you'd be serving coffee all day? And they're kind of like, yeah, right, wow. Yeah, so what do you rise to be, right? Did I ever think, I don't know, but I always had this gut feeling I'd be driving a big old truck. Yes, I mean, back in high school, I used to think, I'll probably end up being like an over-the-road trucker or something. But I mean, I was kind of close, being I lived behind the wheel of a car, even though when I came out of high school, I didn't do that. I was working at an automotive parts store. Nothing to do with riding around all day long by any means. So it's just kind of weird how I've evolved into what I thought I'd kind of be back in high school. I mean, I did drive tanker trucks from like 1986, I think it was 86, maybe late 85, until 92. I used to drive those big tanker trucks. Yeah, that was hair-raising, driving those things and people cut you off and think you're going to stop. Yeah, right. All right, everybody, thanks for watching Ice Age TV. Oh, wow. Dang it. 3 old, Chevy trucks. 3. Old, like the 50s. Early 60s. Should have got a picture of that. But they're all rough shape. They're going to get restored. All right, everybody. Ice Age TV on the Braptor Bronco Day. Badass. Love this thing. I put premium fuel in it. Is it getting any better? Not really. Wow, that's a statement, isn't it? So thanks for watching. Evening. Stay tuned for more adventures and conversations. Thanks for watching.